You directly live now to Durban, where police have shot and killed two suspects linked to a hijacking in Avoca. A 42-year-old man died of a gunshot wound during an incident last night. It's the second deadly hijacking in the city in less than a week. eNCA's Dasen Thathiah joins us now. Dasen, good afternoon to you. As I've just mentioned, another tragic hijacking in Durban. What were the circumstances surrounding this one?
Jeremy, another hijacking here involving children. Fortunately, this time they weren't harmed. It was a 42-year-old man, Kelly Chetty, who had parked his car here where I am now in Avoca, and he was trying to buy some vegetables from a little stall that's behind me. His children were in the car when he was confronted by three men who tried to take his vehicle. They shot him dead here, but they didn't make off with his vehicle. They took another one, which they eventually left in. But some new information coming through just now, Jeremy, that there were two of those alleged hijackers that were killed in KwaMashu, which is about 10 or 15 minutes away from the suburb where I am now. But a third man who had fled the scene originally, but was shot during that confrontation with police, he's now been arrested. He was found at the KwaMashu Polyclinic trying to get some treatment for his wounds. But there's also a whole backstory here, Jeremy, if you'll just allow me to explain. This store behind me is one where a shopkeeper was yesterday when those men, the men that were implicated in this hijacking, as well as a fourth man, had come in. They'd come in two at a time, but the first two had bought a pack of cigarettes. They even paid the shopkeeper 20 rand and took the pack of cigarettes when they were joined by two others. And it was during that time that there was a scuffle. They tried to shoot the shopkeeper. They pointed a gun to the back of his head, led him into the back of the store, but he turned the tables on them. He grabbed the barrel of the gun and even fired off two shots. He didn't hit any of them, but it's at that point that they ran out, and then the chaos outside ensued.
Is this a known crime hotspot?
Not necessarily, Jeremy, because, you know, the thing with crime and especially hijackings, they tend to move from area to area. There were quite a few hijackings in this area a year or two ago, but in recent times with the introduction of private security companies and an active CPF, the crime levels have come down. But there is a general concern across Durban right now. That is part of why the police minister, came to Durban yesterday. He was addressing the Chats with community, speaking to them about their concerns over both crime as well as what they say is a lack of proper policing in the area. And it was while he was having that conversation and reassuring them that we saw this incident here. So I guess it raises the question then, you know, how many communities is he going to have to visit to give the same reassurances to?
And any developments today in the investigation following the Sadia Sukraj case?
Well, when I spoke to the minister yesterday, he did say, or at least he committed to a 72-hour deadline for the arrest of that last suspect that was outstanding. You'll remember one of those suspects died at the scene and the other has appeared in court twice already. And it was the third suspect that they were looking for. So the police minister says that they know who he is. They say that he has a string of crimes to his name, and it's only a matter of time before they find him. So we'll have to just keep tabs on that one and see if they do bring him in within the next 2 days at least.